Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the New England Patriots 10-year rebuild here on Madden 24. That is right. It is episode number 4, year number 4, and we are here. We made the playoffs in the last episode. If you have forgotten what happened, go back and watch it. We made the playoffs, but not only did we make the playoffs, but Bryce Young is getting better. And that is exactly what we're looking for. We are waiting for Bryce Young to take that next step. He's at 88 overall, 90 with the morale boost. We've got Devonta Smith. We've got the Booker guy. I forget what his first name is. What's this guy's name? Dre Booker. We've got him. We made a trade for him. He's a superstar young player. We've also got Jamison Williams, and Tank Dell. So we got 4 amazing receivers, plus Tyquan Thornton's there as well. Javonte Williams is our stud running back with Ramondre Stevenson. The offensive line still needs a little bit of work. David Andrews is getting a little older at this point. I think Howell will take over for him after a while. But we still need a little bit of work on the offensive line. I think as much as I love Cole Strange, he might have to just be relegated to a backup just because he doesn't really develop in Madden. I don't know why he doesn't develop. He just doesn't develop in Madden for some reason. Even though he has star development, he just doesn't grow. I don't know why. We have Travis Kelce, who we signed in the offseason just because I thought it'd be fun to have Travis Kelce. Now, I know he's super old now. The defense is really the strong point, though. We've got Kyle Duggar, who's good. We've got Javon Holland, who's good. We've got Josh Uche, who's good. We've got Christian Gonzalez, Kyer Elam, and Byron Murphy, who are all good. And we have Marcus Jones as well. Defensive line, we have Keon White, who is only normal development, but that's because he kind of got pushed down and forgotten about for a couple of seasons. That's okay. He's still going to grow. We have Delvin Boone and Christian Barmore, who I do like. And then we've got our main guy, one of the first draft picks we ever made in this series, Michael Irons. First round pick. We have to treat him with kid gloves because we need him to develop. So that is what our team looks like. And don't forget, I don't know if you saw it or not, Malik Cunningham, he's playing up to a 69 overall. Nice. So don't forget about Malik. We got to set our season goal. We made the playoffs last season. It's only up from here. We're winning the freaking Super Bowl. It's got to happen, man. It's got to happen. We got to win the Super Bowl. We got to check that off the list and officially confirm that we have completed the rebuild, technically, quote unquote, completed the rebuild by winning a championship. That's how we have done. We've done it with every single we've done it twice with the Tennessee Titans. We did it with every single team at least once that I've rebuilt with 10 years. It's got to be the Patriots. They got to do it next. So with all that being said, it's time to simulate to the halfway point of the season, see where we are, see how good this team is doing, see if we're taking the next step. Hopefully morale is up, everybody's overall is up, everybody's feeling good, everybody's playing with themselves, and that is what we want. So that is where we're going to go mid-season mark. I'll see you guys there, hopefully with good news. We've made it to the mid-season point, and we're right on schedule. 6-1. What offense are we running right now? What's the scheme that we're running, or the playbooks that we're running? We got to be running like Cowboy, right? I think that's what I put it as. Yeah, we're running Dallas offensive playbook. It's just the best playbook. We can change the schemes at some point, maybe next year's, to fit more perfectly with our team, but we're cooking right now. This is exactly what I wanted. Hopefully the morale is going up, and we are doing everything right. I mean, Bryce Young is just amazing. I'm so glad that we made the trade to get him and got rid of Mac Jones. We'll have to keep an eye on Mac Jones, see how he does for the Carolina Panthers, if he even stays with Carolina. But Devonta Smith is an absolute number one. Booker's killing it. J-Mo's killing it. Tank Dell's having a good year. The offensive line's starting to grow a little bit more. You love to see that. And then on the defense, I mean, Michael Irons is having a good year. Everybody's playing good. The morale is up. Everybody's happy. That's what you want to see. That is exactly what you want to see. We got mock draft to take a look at. I wonder who's in this class. I wonder if there's anybody good. I hope so. Ooh, there's a pass rusher, Sean Hawkins. Right off the bat, there doesn't look like there's anybody phenomenal, although this guy, Gregory Tarrant, out of Washington, looks pretty good. Ooh, he's physically pretty darn good. Gregory Tarrant. I don't know how to say his name, but he looks good. When do we pick? We only have one first-round pick, I think, right? This left tackle looks really good, too. Who's this guy? Courtney Nelson. Pretty good athlete. Ooh, he looks pretty... Okay, maybe I was wrong. This draft class has got some guys that look pretty decent, at least on the defensive side of things. That left tackle looks phenomenal, by the way. Who are you? Kevin McAllister? Ben McAllister. 22-year-old, 6-foot zone corner. His speed isn't amazing. Ooh, okay. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued by some of these guys. That is the big thing. I am intrigued by some of these guys, but because we're so good, we don't have a first-round pick because we traded it to get Bryce Young. That's right. We might, if we want a first-round pick, we might have to trade into the draft. I forgot that we traded it away to get Bryce Young. Our national focus, we don't really need to do anything with that right now. Doesn't really matter for these simulations, at least. Especially if we don't have a first-round pick. Okay, so we have $14 million in cap room, and Jameson Williams needs a new contract. We can't get by with picking up his fifth-year option anymore. Tank Dell needs a new contract. Cole Strange, Keon White. Okay, so this isn't the worst thing in the world. We can pick up Michael Irons' fifth-year option. This is not the worst thing in the world. There are some guys that I want to bring back, like J-Mo, but that's going to be basically all of our money if we do that. We're going to have to figure out who we want and who we don't want. Tank Dell probably we don't need anymore because we have 3 really, really good receivers. So we might be able to trade him to get a replacement for something else. I don't know. Keon White, I do want to bring back because I enjoy Keon White. But I definitely want to see if we can re-sign J-Mo. So let's offer him a 5-year deal. That would take us to basically the end of the rebuild at that point. That would make him 30 years old. He wants to be here. So if I give him 5.5 and 5.5, he's going to stay. He is here for almost all the rest of the rebuild. We have $4.4 million. We're probably going to make some trades in the offseason. But that is going to be our extent of our midseason point. We're going to simulate to the rest of the season. Hopefully keep up this domination at 6-1 and be the 1 seed? Question mark, hopefully. Win the division, obviously. Bills and Dolphins are right there, but I think we can do it. I'll see you guys at the playoffs. I'm hoping for a number 1 seed. We have made it to the playoffs. Unfortunately, we weren't the best team in the division, or we weren't the best team in the conference. So we do have to play Super Wildcard Weekend against the Indianapolis Colts. We should be able to cook them pretty easily at 12-5. They're only 9-8. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Let's take a look at these stats. Bryce Young is into the 90s now. How good did he do in this Dallas offensive playbook? 4,100 yards, 32 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. That's a pretty good year. I'd like to see those touchdown numbers up a little bit more, especially with the receiving options that he has. But that's pretty solid numbers from Bryce Young. Javonte Williams, 1,500 yards and 16 touchdowns. He absolutely dominated the rushing game. That might win him running back of the year. That's crazy numbers right there. And Devontae Smith, 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns. He killed it. He kind of took everything from everybody else. He had 101 receptions. 769 yards with Jerry Booker, 8 touchdowns. Travis Kelce had a few touchdowns. J-Mo. But it was really the Devonta Smith show, that's for sure. On the defensive side of things, 120 tackles for Michael Irons. Yes, Daddy, please. Give it to me, Michael Irons. Jelani Tavai, 103 tackles. Byron Murphy had 89. 77 for Christian Gonzalez. Tackle for loss leader was Delvin Boone. I am happy we drafted this man. He's so good. Matthew Judon had 14, but he's going to start to regress pretty heavily pretty soon, and he's already doing it right now. But he still had a productive year. 13 tackles for loss for Josh Uche. Then you got Tavai with 10. Barmore had 7. Sack leaders are Delvin Boone with 7.5, and Uche with 7. Uche. Then you got 6.5 for Barmore, 6 for Judon, and then it kind of drops off. 2 for Keon White, though. All right. 3 interceptions for Christian Gonzalez, 2 for Michael Irons, Marcus Jones, and Kyle Duggar. And then you got a couple for other people as well. And that is good enough to get us into the playoffs. Super Wild Card Weekend against your Indianapolis Colts. Can we get the W? I'm not going to jump in. It's just the wild card. Can we get it done? No, we can't. We lose 38-35 against a bad Colts team that was the last team in, and we're out. So we made the playoffs again, back-to-back years, but I'm pretty sure we went to the AFC title game last year, didn't we? We got close, at least. I don't remember where we went, but we were pretty good last year. I thought this was going to be our year to win a championship. But for some reason, we lose to a worse Colts team, by far a worse Colts team. But hey, that's football, man. No, it's not football. That's Madden. That's Madden for you. I think I'm going to start to change the playbook on defense. I think we're going to go Buffalo defense, because Buffalo's defensive playbook is very good. So I think we're going to rock with a good old Buff defense, and we're going to see if that will work. I will also change the defensive scheme and offensive scheme to fit us better once we figure out what our roster looks like. So in the preseason, I'll change the schemes. It is going to be Chiefs and Cowboys. I'm running Cowboy offense. Why am I not in the Super Bowl? What's going on here? Where's the bias for me? I don't understand it. I don't understand it, but it is going to be Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. Your laugh here. Congratulations to them. But we just got another year under our belt. Everybody's getting higher overalls. Everybody's getting upgraded. It's good to see. Let's take a look at this season recap. See what went down this year. It is going to be Dak Prescott with your Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson's regular season MVP. Deebo Samuel, Micah Parsons are the players of the year. Nate Graff and Jonathan Tatum, Jason's brother. Those are your rookies of the year. All right, so Cowboys and Chiefs were a back-to-back matchup, and the Cowboys go back-to-back. The Chiefs have been in the Super Bowl for 3 straight years. Well, how do you expect to go to the championship if you got the Chiefs in your way? This is insane. It's been the Cowboys and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl every single season of this rebuild. This is year number 4. It's kind of crazy. Just kind of crazy. So that's your season recap. Let's get to the offseason. We got some moves to make. We got to trade some players. Trade some guys that I don't really necessarily want to trade, but we got to do it. We got to do it. Should I go to the Kansas City offensive playbook? Because we have a quarterback in Bryce Young that can emulate Patrick Mahomes. We have a tight end in Travis Kelce who literally is the Kansas City tight end for that playbook. Although Javonte Williams would start to fall off because the Kansas City playbook doesn't really focus the run very much. So maybe that's not the best idea. I want to get Javonte Williams involved because he's a really good player. Ooh, the money is here. We're going to accept the option on Michael Irons. That's obvious. But now we have a little bit more money, and that means I can re-sign Cole Strange. That makes me happy because I really want to do that. So let's get Cole Strange on a... You know what? Let's lock him up for the entirety of the rebuild. I don't freaking care. I love Cole Strange. So we're going to give him $7 million, $5 million. He's going to accept it. Perfect. That might be a little bit of an overpay for a 80-something overall left guard. But hey, it's Cole Strange. We're getting Strange. And we're going to give Keon White a little bit of an overpay as well. He wants to be in a warm weather state, and Boston is not a warm weather state. Or Massachusetts, I should say, is not a warm weather state. What about if I give him 3.5 and then I give him 3? He says he's happy to sign for what I get him, 4 years? 3 years, something like that. Marte Mapu, he's just not going to get it done for us. Dion Dawkins, he really wants to be back, and I wouldn't mind having him back. 4.5, 6. He's coming back for 2 seasons, I think. 3 seasons, something like that. I gotta remember what I signed people to. Keyshawn Boutte, not gonna bring back. We have pretty good receiving depth right now. Although we are gonna trade Tank Dell. And we have $35 million. I'm not going to bring back my kicker and punter. I don't really care. The team can auto-sign the kicker and punter. It's not a big deal. Let's trade away Tank Dell. Let's see what we can get for him. We brought him in like the first season, I think, right? In the first off season? I can't remember. He's been here for a while. Let's trade him away. See what we can get back in return for him. See, look at this wide receiver depth. We have Devonta Smith. We have Jameson Williams, Dre Booker. I almost want to say Devin Booker every time I see that. And we have Tyquan Thornton, Brett Jeffries. We have some good players. So let's see what we can get for Tank Dell. What are the offers? Not anything amazing. We can get a star middle linebacker, which could help us out. Jermaine Pratt, Tyler Spellman. Should we go for the linebacker? Or should we go for draft picks? Although the best we're getting is a 5th rounder, so maybe getting the linebacker is the best option anyway. I think that's going to be what we do. We'll trade him to in-division rival Miami, and we'll get back Jerry Claiborne, who is a star development linebacker, and we got a 5th-round pick out of it, so I guess that's good. But he can be nice backup depth for Michael Irons, and maybe he can even start somewhere. I don't know. We don't have a left outside linebacker, so maybe he can start there. We'll probably trade Jelani Tavai as well, just because he's expensive. And the only thing we can get is a left outside linebacker from the Dolphins. There's got to be something I can get back. Who needs a left outside linebacker? The Bears do. The Bears. How about you give me a 3rd-round pick, and we can say thank you very much. I do want to say I enjoy the updated logo for the Chicago Bears. It's not just the big C anymore. They gave them the actual bear face. That's pretty cool. I like that. How about a 2028 3rd-round pick? You like that? Kirk Cousins style? No. Okay. What can we get? What feasibly can we get? 2029 4? Is that what we can get for Jelani Tavai? There we go. He's not even I thought he was an outside linebacker. He's a middle linebacker, so they didn't even need a middle linebacker. But thank you, Chicago, for giving me a 2029 for him. What were my draft picks again? I didn't even take a look at it. I should have done that when I was looking at the trades, but I don't know. I don't want to go to the trade block. Drake May's on the trade block? That's funny. In the Tampa Bay playbook, he should be better. So our draft picks, we have a 2nd, and then a 5, a 6, and a 7. We gave a lot to get Bryce Young. And we don't have much in 2028 either. So, yeah. Do we want to trade somebody to get into this draft? Is it that good? Ooh, Uche's up to superstar development. That's awesome. And Javonte Williams is an X factor. He had such a good season. He's an X factor. Christian Gonzalez is a superstar as well. Absolutely brilliant. And Travis Kelce's down to a star. That's not surprising. Do we want to trade? So I don't think we have the assets to be able to get a 1st-round pick, because anybody that's willing to trade away a 1st-round pick, they're going to want a guy that I don't want to give back. So we're going to advance to the next week. We've got some decent money in free agency. We can do some damage. We need an outside linebacker, that's for sure. We need a left outside linebacker. That's basically the biggest need. So let's go into free agency and take a look. Hopefully there's somebody on the board. Come on, come on, come on. Zay Flowers doesn't want to be here. We can bring back Joe Thuney. That can be pretty fun. There's not an outside linebacker at the top. That worries me. That really, really worries me. Who's the best left outside linebacker? It is Nolan Smith Jr. To be fair, that's not that bad of an option. And we have the money. He looks really good athletic-wise. We have the available money to be able to offer this. And he really wants to be here. So how about that? I know we have to battle against 7 other teams, but that's a big offer. Hopefully he accepts that and Nolan Smith can be our guy on the left outside spot. Kalijah Cansey. Ooh, another young guy from this year's draft, this real-life draft. As for center positions, not really a whole lot better than David Andrews. I could move Cole Strange to center and have Joe Thuney play guard for us. That could be fun. That could be fun. We'll give him a 2-year deal. It's pretty expensive for a guard. Let's see what he says. That is not even close to what the Jaguars must be offering him. What are the Jaguars offering this man? How about that? Does that put us up there at the top of the Jags? That puts us in contention with the Jaguars. That's going to be all that we do in this year's free agent class. I don't want to spend all my money right now. Even though there's a couple of interesting receivers here, nothing too crazy. But that is going to be all we're going to do. We're going to go to targeted. We got Joe Tooney. We got Nolan Smith. Do I think we're going to get either of them? I think we can get Nolan Smith. I don't know about Joe Tooney. We'll evaluate the offers. They both signed, but did they sign with us? Only Nolan Smith did. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Joe Tooney signed with the Jaguars. Okay, so we keep our money. I'm happy with that because we got the guy that we actually did need. We didn't necessarily need Joe Tooney, but we needed Nolan Smith. He's a really good asset to this team. We could just bring back former Patriots like J.C. Jackson, Jawan Bentley. Just go back and get all those guys back. I don't think there's anybody else that I want. And the guys that I would want don't really want to be here. Caleb Farley's interesting. You know what? Let me throw an offer at Caleb Farley. Not too expensive. We'll throw a 2-year deal at him. See what he says. Just as a little bit more depth at corner. He signed with us. Perfect. Okay, so that's beautiful. We still have a good amount of money left in cap room to sign our draft picks, even though we don't have that many draft picks anyway. But I think that the free agent period just wasn't right for us. There wasn't any big fish that we needed to go after. Howell. Oh, it looks like David Andrews retired. That's right. So Howell jumps up and is the starter now at center. We got 3 straight X Factors. That's awesome. You love to see that. And then we've got on defense, let me just do the generate the best lineup. Nolan Smith jumps out at left outside linebacker. We got 2 solid inside linebackers. We got Uche. Corner spot's looking good. Keon White's going to jump back up to starter there. We didn't get... Did we not get our corner? Where's our corner at? Who did we just sign? We signed... The heck? I generated the best lineup, didn't I? Where's he at? Didn't we just sign a corner? I could have sworn we just signed a corner. I didn't see his name in there. Well, that's super weird. Who did we just sign? We just signed somebody. View the free agents. Now I need to go down this rabbit hole. Who did we just... Why am I forgetting who we just signed? Caleb Farley. Where was he at? I didn't see him on there. He's a 78 overall. Do we have a corner that's higher than a 78 that's taken over for him? I honestly don't know. Let me go to the actual depth chart. See if there's anything here. So let's go to corner. Caleb Farley. Oh, yeah, I guess he just doesn't fit because we have Marco Flowers and Marcus Jones who are 79s. Okay. I guess I was wrong. We didn't need to sign a corner. We did not need to sign a corner. That's okay. It's okay. He's good depth. He's good depth. I think that's going to be it for free agency, though. There's not really anybody else that I want. So we're going to simulate until free agency recap when we can do our final private workouts. Even though I think we have a second-round pick, and that's our only pick. We're going to have to make it count. We are going to have to make it count. I don't know who's going to be on the board. Whoever it is, hopefully is good. I am going to do the scheme fits and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully the Buffalo Bill playbook working next episode. I'm really hoping that can boost us to be better than 12-5 because we were 6-1 at the halfway point. We should have been honestly better than that. We should have been the number 1 seed. We should have been dominating. But we kind of fell off at the end, which is kind of annoying. All right, mock draft number 5. What do we got? What do we got? So it looks like DeAndre is going to go 1. Where are some of those guys that I took a look at? It looks like they're falling a little bit, unless I'm just passing. There's Courtney Nelson. I remember taking a look at him. Panthers have a lot of draft picks because they have my other one. It looks like all the guys that we took a look at are going to go in the top of the first round. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's use our private workouts on some guys that are like first to second round talents. See if we can snag somebody in the second round because I think we only have a second round pick and then it drops like a 5. So let's see. Obviously, we're not going to get anybody here. We could definitely use offensive line. We could use tight end. Ooh, there's a couple interesting tight ends here. And this guy's around 1 to 2 from Wisconsin, 6'2". Jake Ross. He's a okay athlete, not anything special. I don't think he's worth taking in the second round. He might not even be there in the second round. A guy that will be there in the second round is Dimitri McCain. Or McMahon. Not McCain, McMahon. Vince's son. And he looks pretty good, athletic-wise. Oops, I didn't mean to skip his skills. But he doesn't look that great. And his attributes, there might not be that good of a tight end here. Tight end's not necessarily a big need because we have Gesicki and Kelsey, but Kelsey's going to retire pretty soon. Ooh, Chase Hess. Okay. Ooh, he could be better than all of those other guys. He's round 3 to 4. We could definitely snag him. I'm probably going to have to come back to him. How about offensive line? We don't necessarily need a tackle right away, but we could certainly use a guard. And these guys are projected round 1 to 2. Donovan Golden, 6'5" guard from Oregon. Looks like a good athlete. He's got good numbers, good stats. Kind of intriguing me. What about the centers? There's always good centers, and we do need a center. Not necessarily. We have the one guy who's a 75. Jesse Gonzalez looks like he's a pretty decent player, but he's also round 1 to 2. What about this right guard? Devin Graves. Are you good? Are you digging Graves? I mean, he is intriguing. I think we're going to go with him. We're going to go with Donovan Golden, and then we're going to go with that tight end, Chase Hess. Those are going to be my 3 private workout guys, just to kind of figure out where we stand with them. And we don't pick until the second round, and then we don't pick again until the 5th round. So if we want to get one of those offensive linemen, I think I'm going to take Hess. No. I'll probably have to take Golden in the second round if he's there. I don't know if he'll be there. But if he is there, that's probably who I take in the second round. And then I'll probably have to trade back in if I want Hess or the other guy. So let's go take a look at Hess first. How good is he? We have him up to 90%. I think he's going to be pretty good. He's only a possession archetype, which kind of sucks. But he looks pretty good physically. And then his ratings are pretty good. We don't know necessarily how good of a blocker he is, but that's not a big deal. Especially in simulation, it's not a big deal. So Chase Hess looks very intriguing. And then the other guy was a guard. There's Donovan Golden. We have him up to 90%. He's probably going to be our second round pick if he's available. I hope he is. Because I really don't want to trade up to get an offensive lineman in the second round. I think he could be. He looks pretty good. He's hopefully has hidden development. And then the center was the next one. It wasn't. It was a guard. It was Devin Graves. That's right. Devin Graves. We're digging Graves. And he's an okay athlete. Nothing special there. But his numbers are pretty good. His attributes are pretty good. So we'll go to the draft. We'll see where the chips fall. See what we get, what we don't get. Let's go to the draft. Start drafting. I really hope that Golden doesn't go off the board right away. So we pick in the second half of the second round. The second part of the second round. The back end. Which is kind of stupid. But I will simulate to the next round. Just to get the first round out of the way. All right, so we're into the start of the second round. This is where Golden will go if he didn't already get picked in the first round. He's still on the board, but he's projected to go top of the second round. Ugh. So if we want Donovan Golden, we're going to have to trade up to get him. Okay. So who's got like pick 4? Steelers have a high pick. So do the Seahawks. Let's go talk to him. Let's call him up. Ask them what they want for their second round pick. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. We're not trying to break the bank for a guard. That's the Bears. Why am I trading with the Bears? We need to go Steelers, or Seahawks. Let's go Seahawks first. Pick 35. What do you want for it? Come on, Seattle. They want Shavonte Williams? You're out of your freaking mind. First, a second, a fourth. That's okay. Okay, Seattle. All right. You guys are just talking a little crazy now. let's go call up the Steelers. What do the Steelers want? 1 pick difference. What do they want? They want Christian Gonzalez, Jameson Williams. Okay, these guys are unbelievable asking for this stuff. What are you talking about here? We're talking about trading up for a left guard. I'll give you pick 56. I know it's a steep ask to jump up this far, and we don't have a lot of pick equity anymore, but I can also give you... I don't have a quarterback to give them. What happened to Kenny Pickett? Is he not good? I have a D-tackle, maybe? I have Devontae Hunter. I could always move Christian Barmore back to D-tackle if we absolutely need to, but our defensive line depth is already not great. They need a middle linebacker. We have 2 decent ones, but I like the depth that we have at linebacker. It's probably not going to happen unless they want Hunter. Do you want Devontae Hunter? Does he... I hit the wrong button. Do you want Devontae Hunter? Does he sweeten the deal for you? He actually does pretty good. Okay, so we can get this guard. We can trade up and get this guard. We'll throw in, I don't know, a freaking 6th round pick, I guess. We'll throw that in. See what they say to that. Trade decline, really? Unbelievable. We'll throw in 2 6th round picks. This is a lot for a freaking left guard that's probably only going to have normal development. And they still say no. You're killing me. You are absolutely shanking my leg. We'll give you a 5th round pick in 2029, whatever it is. Trade offer accepted. That is a lot to trade up to get a freaking guard. And if he gets drafted before, I'm going to be so mad. Next pick is Tavon Norton. Saints are up. They take Jesse Gonzalez, the center. Seahawks are up. They take Donovan freaking Golden. You got to be kidding me. I traded all that to get Donovan Golden, and Seattle steals him from me. You got to be joking. Unbelievable that they just did that. Actually unbelievable. I cannot believe they just did that. That is insane, Seattle. I even called you up. You wanted way too much. I cannot believe Seattle just did that. Oh. We can get a 1st round pick in 2028 for this pick. I'm trying to see if we could trade back. What draft are we in 2027? I'm trying to see if we could trade down in this draft, and then pick up some more picks. People are offering me a 1st round pick. Ooh, this is what I want. The Colts. That's what I was looking for. All right. We're going to trade with the Colts. We get a 2nd and a 3rd this year. So we move back to picks 25. Okay, so that's 1 pick behind what we originally had. I hope that since we're still in the 2nd round, we should be able to have that guard or that tight end still available. And also that other guard, that right guard. Is he still available, the right guard? Yeah, Devin Graves, he's actually the next one up on right guards. And tight ends, we have a little bit of space between. I think we got to take the right guard first. Let's take Devin Graves. We didn't get Golden, but we are going to get Devin Graves. He's hidden development. 85 strength, 77 acceleration, 300 pound, doesn't look 300 pounds. 21 years old, out of Texas A&M. He looks pretty decent. I hope he has a good overall. That's a good 2nd round pick. I'm happy with that, even though we didn't get Devin Golden or whatever his name was. Now the question is, when does the tight end go off the board? Because he's going to be our 3rd round pick if he's available. It's just a question of when does he go off the board. He's projected around 3 and 4, so we're right in the range of when he's going to go. But when is he going to go? I don't know. That's a big question. We enter the 3rd round. I kind of want to simulate a little bit into the 3rd round just to kind of see who's on the top of the leaderboard. Because I really don't want to have to trade up. I don't even know if he's going to be that good. But I really don't want to give up any more picks or players. Come on, Dakota Banyard. Okay, we're at pick number 10. If we take a look at the draft board, is he at the top now or is he still bottom? Where is he looking? So he is... Okay, he's starting to go down a little bit. That makes me feel a little bit more confident. Oh, he's far down. Where is he at? Oh, he's super far down. He's ranked 33 on the board right now. So that gives me some big old confidence that he's going to be there at pick 25. I'm going to skip to my pick. Please do not make me regret that. Let's jump in, pick player. Please be on the board. Please, 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 please. He's there, yes. Chase Hess, welcome to New England, 6'4", possession receiver, hidden development. Let's go, baby. 87 acceleration, 84 speed. He doesn't look like the greatest blocker. I mean, he could be. I mean, he's got A to B run block, A to B run block finesse. So he could be a good run blocking tight end. His pass blocking is pretty solid. Actually, he looks like a pretty solid all-around tight end, now that I look at it. All right. So we got 2 of the 3 guys that I wanted. We didn't get Devin Golden, but that's okay. We're going to let the CPU handle the rest of the draft. We don't have really many picks to go anymore. We have like a 5 and a 7, I think, now. So, or maybe we had a 6. I don't know. But that is where we are with the draft in 2027. I think that was a pretty solid one. Considering we didn't have a first-round pick, I think we got some good value. We got 2 guys that have hidden development. So, I mean, not having a first-round pick and still walking away with 2 guys that have hidden development, and I don't know what their overalls are going to be. A 74 and a 75. That's unbelievable value. We got a 75 overall in the 3rd round. That's great value. They also took a D tackle, 68 overall. Does he have hidden? No, he's just got normal. He's a bust. And then they took Brian Kutcher, Ashton's nephew. He is just a normal as well. So we got my 2 picks were both hidden development guys. I'm happy with that. What about the rest of the draft? Was it a dud or was it a stud? It looks like there's an 80 overall, and he is the best player in the class. Gregory Tarrant from the Seahawks, who they stole my guard from. Hate you. Then the rest of his kind of cheeks. Kind of cheeks. Let's go to the 2nd round and see how good that guard was. Where is he at? Devin Golden. He's a 73 overall. So we actually got a better guy, right? He has hidden development. Our guy is a 74, right? Our right guard. What's his development trait? Oh my God, it's superstar. I wanted you. You were 1 pick ahead. Oh my God, it's superstar. So that means our guy's probably star. I mean, it doesn't guarantee that he's star, but that sucks. That sucks. I wanted him. How good were these tight ends? So Dimitri McMahon, he's a 67. He sucks. Emmanuel Swain, he's a 75. He's actually pretty decent. And then we got Chase Hess. Does Emmanuel Swain have a development trait? He does. What is it? If it's freaking superstar or superstar X Factor, I'm going to blow my top. What is it? Star. Okay, I'll take that. I can't believe that Golden had superstar. I cannot believe it, man. That's who I wanted. I wanted him. I was 1 pick away. I should have just traded with the Seahawks. I hate that. I shouldn't have taken the risk. That's super annoying. Super annoying. And I'm going to be super annoyed if our guy doesn't have superstar, which I'm pretty sure it's rare to have multiple superstar offensive linemen in the same class. Oh, that's so stupid. That's so stupid. Okay, so we are going to generate best lineup for the offense. That puts our offensive lineman in there. That puts our tight end in there. Perfect. The offense looks pretty good. I do like the offense. And then we'll go generate best lineup for the defense. I will also do the schemes like I've been saying. I will change the schemes to fit the highest. And it might just be the same schemes. They might be the highest fit. I don't know. But I like the addition of Nolan Smith Jr. That's going to help us out on the left outside linebacker spot. Give a little bit of cushion to Irons and Claiborne. The defensive line is not amazing, but it's good enough. Obviously, the corners and the safeties are pretty good. The front 7 just kind of weak on the defense, but I think that it won't matter too much, especially in the Buffalo playbook. But we'll have to wait and see for next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.